Hey guys, I'm a top 1000 player in EU. I'm a Sova main, and today I'm going to show you how to play Sova on Bind, and specifically how to defend Bind. I'm going to start on B long. This is going to be where Sova's best played on Bind, defending, and whereas Kit is going to be most useful. So the start of the round, we're going to start here. Barrier goes down obviously, and first thing you want to do is use your recon for info. So a few good recons is this one right here.
Revealing area.
Probably my most commonly used one is right up there. Once people start destroying that, I will switch up to this one.
Scanning ahead.
Which scans the same thing. It's going to scan all of long, just like this one on here does.
Right here.
And also, there is one from here. If people start to hide from your arrow, just come here, put your crosshair onto this blue line. Doesn't matter too much where, just anywhere down here. Full charge with one bounce.
Scanning ahead.
And that will land on the back wall. And this is going to scan if people are hiding from the arrow just around here. So, once we fired our first arrow here,
revealing area,
or up here,
revealing area.
What we want to do is, if there's no scans, we're going to go and take the B long orb right here. And then we can back away, or we can push down and start flanking. Because these arrows up here
scanning ahead
will not scan mid, it's not big enough range. And you can even push T-spawn if you want to, but I wouldn't recommend it because a lot of ciphers play on bind and you'll get caught on trips quite a lot. However, you can do it maybe once a map or so. So obviously sometimes there will be people coming B long and you'll get a scan off and there'll be people coming. So when a lot of Sovas attack on bind, they come to this point right here and drone up. So what I like to do, as soon as I hear this drone, is I'll stay long here, and we want to go onto the same blue line again with our shock dart and do a half charge with one bounce, just like that, and that's going to land right there. So we do it just like that. And the way Sova's kit works is when he's on his drone here, and he takes damage, he gets pulled out of the drone. So that's going to stop his drone from firing as long as you hit the shock dart right here. This is also good for when raises or just anyone really is coming up here with their boombot, and should get some good damage off. So now I'll talk about defending from sight when they're executing, when they're pushing, or whatever it is really. So typically I'd like to play Sova in sight or in tin can, tube, whatever you want to call it. So the reason is because, once again, these walls will bangable, these walls will bangable, which synergize really nicely with your recon. So when we're playing from here, we're only really going to be playing from here if we know they're going to execute, because typically we'd be staying long for most of the round. So when they come out, we can do a recon up here,
ahead,
which is going to scan everyone coming into sight. So nice, and smokes won't cover that at all because it's so out of the way. So we can just shoot through the wall when they want to push. Same with here, through the wall with any scans we get. And that's how I'd play Sova on B. So we'll start the round, and most common arrow we can do from here. We can do safely from behind truck, just like this. Is we just want to scan the back wall like that, and that's going to get you some information on A short. Honestly, he's not too useful in A short. The recon darts get destroyed instantly. There's not many great ones you can do, so I wouldn't play him A short. I'd rather play showers. But what we can also do is drone from behind here,
take flight,
and play like this. And another good thing about Sova actually on playing short is if we use an Odin, we'll find out that this wall right here is completely wall bangable, as you can see from the holes in the wall again. So what you can do is fire an arrow just up here.
Scanning ahead.
Any scans on short, spray with the Odin. Similar to we do on B on Ascent. And yeah, that's typically how you'd play Sova on short. Okay, so now we're moving on to showers. This is much better for Sova to play on A. There's a lot more things you can do here, and yeah, you can hold it a lot better. So as soon as the round starts, barrier goes down. Best arrow for showers is just one bounce, full charge.
Revealing area.
It's going to land right there, and it's going to scan everything. Now, some people do an arrow up here.
Scanning ahead.
However, getting to this angle takes too long, and people can actually rush around
Right here.
here far quicker. So you want to do it from here. It's safe.
Scanning
And it's
ahead.
going to scan everything because they can't outrun this, unless it's a jet who dashes. However, you're going to hear that obviously. So once you've done that arrow, we can obviously shoot through this wall if we get any scans and no one's peeking us. For example, if there's a smoke right here, this is just and same thing. We
Shock
can do
dart.
shock darts off of this,
Shock dart.
just like that, which is really nice. If there is no scans with this arrow,
Revealing
you
area.
feel safe to walk up and take the showers orb right here. And we want to make sure we're taking every single orb we can get, because Sova's ult is one of the best in the game. So yeah. If you're pushed back in showers, you don't typically want to hold here because flashes can push you off and you can get killed. It's going to happen a lot with flashes and jet dashes synchronized. There's nothing you can do because it's such a long way back. So we just want to play back here mostly. But a nice thing is if you hear the orb being collected, you can get a shock dart. One bounce, just tap. And it's going to land on the guy taking the orb just to punish that. It's a bit risky throwing this one, so wouldn't recommend it. Do the same thing with a full charge just like that. And that'll land right where the orb is as well. So that's a really nice thing to play Sova on showers. Now I'm going to talk about defending A with Sova if there's a execute and what to do. So obviously Sova's really good with defense, especially against smokes. So typically the Omen or Brimstone smokes are going to land here,
Right here.
on this track.
Right here.
Here. Those are the most common ones because this obviously blocks the most angles which you can fight from. So what you want to do is you mainly want to play around here, around triple, or around in this ninja corner here, which is really nice. That's because we have our recon, which we can throw in so many different places. For example, one can go up
Revealing
here.
area.
People don't see this one a lot, but that scans all of A, which is really nice. You can do a simple one just up here.
Scanning ahead.
And you want to make sure you're shooting these arrows behind them because when people execute outside of A, they want to be aiming here, here, and here. They don't want to have to turn around and shoot an arrow all the way up there. So make sure we're keeping our arrows high
Scanning
and
ahead.
behind them, like that, like
Revealing area.
that. And this one just sticks
Revealing
in the
area.
spot. If you don't miss it,
Scanning ahead.
just like that. And that allows you to spam through smokes, deny plans, just like that. So if they're playing Sage and they get a wall up
Right
along
here.
here as well, as long as we have a shock dart or two left, we can do a bounce off of this
Shock
wall,
dart.
do a half charge. That's going to land in the common plant spot. And what I also like to do is one for pocket, jump, and I usually full charge it, just like that. And that's going to get a lot of damage off, and then you can spam it after if you'd like. Against a weak opponent, you're going to get the kill 90% of the time, which is really good. So that's how I typically defend A site as Sova. Retaking B as Sova is nice. The best recon arrow you can do is on this wall here.
Revealing area.
This will scan it here. This will scan cubby here. It's going to scan back site up here, so no one stays close. And what's nice again is with this scan, if anyone's pushing CT, and there's someone playing right here. Once you scan, you can shoot through all of this, just like with these bullet holes. That's actually wall bangable. So any scans, just shoot through this wall. Completely wall bangable, which is really nice. You can use a recon actually up here if you'd like to.
Scanning ahead.
Just a different angle to get sight, especially get here as well, which is really commonly played. So especially when retaking, I'm going to do a lot of recon darts
Shock
here,
dart.
half charge, because that's going to land right in this
here.
default position here, which is where almost every single bomb plant goes down on B. So there's no really fancy lineup. You just say probably like the top of the tin can, just half bar charge
Shock
it with
dart.
one bounce. And that's going to land right there.
Shock dart.
Yeah, I mean that's a little over, but you know. So it's going to land where the plant is, and it's really good for pushing people off of the bomb plant. And yeah, you can retake through here, which is really nice. Depends where they're playing from, but most typical one I'll do is just up
Revealing
like this
area.
one again, just to scan all of short. And this one is nice.
Scanning
As long as
ahead.
you land it right here, it scans right here as well. So, and this is a really common post plant position right there.
Right here.
So yeah, it scans all of that, which is good. It's also going to get lamps. Another really common one I do is if we're retaking and one of the people retaking through lamps, is I'll actually do
Revealing
recon
area.
here. So you just bounce it, whatever, off of the back wall of lamps. And it's just anyone playing lamps here, they're playing here, they get scanned or they have to shoot it, I get the info. And it also scans here if they want to try hide from it, which is really nice. So yeah, it's a good little arrow to do to retake lamps. And just like that. And that's how I typically retake an A. Okay, thanks for watching guys. Let me know what map you want me to do next, and if there's any other agents you also want me to do, please like, subscribe, and yeah, comment what you'd like me to do next.